Hi there. Here's some exam guidelines, exam tips if you're busy preparing for a matric exam, although I think these tips are available for anything you study. On the matric website, of course, the old exam papers are there. There are guidelines as well. So if you look on the site for the guidelines, you will find for most of the subjects in matric, there are specific guidelines. So reading through those guidelines and understanding what is actually required from you in the exam is going to be a big help. Getting those old exam papers, working through them, setting yourself a mock exam is certainly going to help you a lot in preparing for your matric exam. In addition to that, a key thing for me is make sure you have enough time. If you're starting now to prepare for the adult matric exam next year, May, then you're starting with enough time to prepare. If you're planning to start in November, I can tell you now, you're not going to have enough time to study 6 subjects and pass them between November and May next year. There simply isn't enough time. You can't study a whole matric. You can't study 6 subjects in 3 months. You can't study 6 subjects in 6 months and actually pass them. You need to allow yourself at least a full year of study. With adult matric, of course, you can choose to do, let's say, half your subjects next year, and the other half of your subjects the year thereafter. You are actually allowed to write 2 different sessions 2 years apart. In the end, all of those marks gets merged onto a single matric certificate from UMadusi. So allow yourself enough time to prepare so that you're confident and that you're not scared when you actually sit down for that exam. Certainly, when we talk about having enough time, we're also talking about setting a proper study schedule, thinking about what are you going to study every day, what are you studying on weekends, setting that time aside and sticking to that study calendar. You want to organize your study area. Second last step here, set up a chair and a table, a wall you can stick things to, including your study schedule, so that you know if you sit down there, your books are there, that's your study area, and you're going to be busy studying when you're in that space. You're not going to study on your bed. It doesn't work. Cool. Lastly, studying with friends if you can. I'm not always that keen of 2-3 people sitting in the same room and studying. You could just be distracting each other. But I'm a huge fan of having friends who are studying the same subject, who are studying for the same exam, and with whom I can have a mock exam session. You know, you're in matric college, if you're studying the adult matric program, you're in a WhatsApp group with other students. You don't have to be in the same city to agree that Saturday you're all going to sit down, you're going to start at 9 o'clock, you're going to take an exam paper that you found on the website, you're going to work through that exam paper, you're going to write it like an exam for 3 hours, and afterwards mark that exam paper. So I think that brings a lot of extra motivation. It's other people helping you stay with your plan to study, and certainly mock exams with other students that you mark afterwards, that shows you the bits you know, that shows you the bits you need to study more on, is a good way to study with other people in a way that actually leads to real results. There you are, some of my exam ideas, and I've also spoken about the exam guidelines that's on the website that you can download. I'll leave a link below so you can find it. And please let me know what's your most successful study tip that we can share with other students. Thank you.